Welcome, I am the ghost of a man you never heard of, Jonathan Dicateau, welcoming you to a place between pages, a moment out of time, tales from a parallel universe. Imagine this isn't one of those, it was all a dream stories, that Eliahu Abramov dreamt of writing before the Nazis took him. There is a dead man in a room, and he must choose a word. For eternity, just one word, that word is him, and he is that word, and all that comes with it. Why does death take a pear-faced boy playing with oblong green marbles, prodding him into a cattle car, and not an old man hacking away his last toothless moments in a mite-ridden bed? Who knows? If the viewer is willing to accept the premise that not everything makes sense or has a neat little resolution, like the lives of those who died, as Eliahu did, during the darkest of days, then this overly painful and excessively awkward exercise in storytelling will go more smoothly. Agreed? If so, let us proceed. We only have eternity. At first, like Victor Hugo, Eliahu waved an angry fist and asked why. Like Edgar Allan Poe, Eliahu critiqued the absurdity of the premise and provided another. But like Homer, Eliahu eventually got cracking. Choice 1, ahava, the Hebrew word for love. As you can see, Eliahu did not make it far. Yet, ahava had its possibilities.
I might wrap myself in this word like I used to wrap myself in my wife's black hair, before the Nazis.
Near Kolo, my son and I tended garden while Eliahu chased a song by its tail, singing to us. That was just after Eliahu came back from America, dreaming of one day returning to write sci-fi for the silver screen.
Yet, no sooner than the word hung on Eliahu's charred lips than he saw his wife speaking the word the day the Nazis came, smiling and waving. Even in death, the bitter herb of their memory was still strong. Choice 2, laugh, motor movements of the mouth indicating amusement.
How about laugh? I loved the laughter of a my child.
Laugh, why not? Laughs were big, booming sounds that could leap, vault, and somersault, poking everyone with the soft fingers of warmth. Laugh is what Eliahu and his wife Vania handed him, a red azalea, accepting his proposal of marriage. But laughs were what circled Vania as the capos punished her, pushing her to the brink of death.
I can't do this. Every word has its evils. I suffered so much. Can't I live out eternity in peace with my wife and son?
I am sorry, but that's not how eternity works.
But every word holds the chance for evil.
Eliahu did have a point. However positive a word might be, there was always its shadow slinking from the dark corners of time. Warmth was the first thought of an accused witch before her skin tasted fire. Ardor was the zeal of murderers as they killed in the name of faith.
I will choose a new word, a word not dripping in blood.
You cannot. Every word capable of utterance has been spoken at least once in this universe alone.
What happens to the words that are not chosen?
People forget them, and so they return to the earth below and circle like falling ash until they settle.
Like my son.
I said nothing, for what could I say? After much thought, Eliahu spoke again.
I have chosen my word.
Eliahu's final choice. Shoah, noun, the mass murder of Jews under the Nazis. Are you sure, for all eternity?
The world must never forget. I will be a lasting memory, a kiss on the cheeks of all those who suffered, like a sweet passing wind. A curse on all those who would commit genocide again.
And sir, Eliahu gave his very soul to become the word Shoah, living on in memory as a consolation, a commitment, and a curse.